Hello, how's it going, guys? Just want to give it a minute here for people to pop on. If you're joining me, send in some love or some hearts or something to let me know you're here with me. Hold on just a second. I want to close out of some stuff. I don't want any distractions. Hi, Sherry. Oh, I love you. I miss you. Why do you have to live in New York? Why can't you live somewhere warm where I could come and see you? Can we go see your parents together in Florida? Is that a thing? Can we go to Florida together to see your parents? You're like, who are you showing up with in Florida, Sherry? Hi, Eva. Good afternoon. Hi, Kim. All right, so I am loving this topic and cannot wait to go over with you what I'm calling the energetic 8. So the top 8 things that I am being extremely mindful of this year for my time, my energy, and those boundaries that I really want to have in place for both life and business. So hi, Wendy. Hi, Shayna. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So let's just dive right in. And of course, like all my other Facebook Lives along the way, please feel free, put your questions in the comments. Like, this space is for you and me. This is for me to give back and be able to give you some hot seat coaching here, give you some creative ideas, tap and give you some messages from the universe. I, of course, have my gorgeous oracle cards here where if you haven't bought your own deck, you seriously need some of these bad boys in your spiritual life and business toolbox. So let's dive in. Who's here? Let's go, let's go, let's go, people. So number 1, when it comes to energetic boundaries, time management, I want you to be really mindful and pay attention to who and what you look forward to. Now, I feel very lucky in this. I have been with my husband for almost 16 years, and I swear to you, I still get excited when I see he has sent me a text message. I still feel a little bit of like, oh, I wonder what he has to say, or like that kind of thing. When I see it's my daughter, when I see it's my best friend, when I see it's some of my business besties, I love, love, love seeing those pop up on my phone. I love seeing my clients' private messages pop up in Messenger. I pay attention to what excites me, even if it's something as simple as a private message or a text message. So pay attention to those people, those posts, those comments, where you're like excited to like read and see what they have to say to you. But also pay attention to what activities you are excited to go do as well. For example, I am on this new, like you might have seen like my newsletter or some of my posts this week, I am really paying attention to my energy and my body this year. What I'm putting into my body, what type of movement I'm putting my body through. And I'm really excited for that. So I want to do more of that. So when I'm putting it like on my calendar, on my schedule, I'm looking forward to it. That tells me I'm going in the right direction. You really want to listen to your intuition around people, places you want to go, like I said, the text messages, all of those things. Pay attention to what and who excites you. And on the exact flip side, pay attention to what you aren't excited about. Like if you see, like for instance, maybe it's a client, or maybe it's your mom, or maybe it's your partner or a friend, where you're like, oh my God, like stop it, just, oh, I don't want to do it. Like that is a really great indicator that it's probably more of an energetic drain than anything to you. And what you have to remember is that energy creates more energy, right? So like creates more like, hate creates more hate. So you want to be spending your time on that first category, what's filling you up, what's turning you on, what's lighting you up. And yet we put ourselves to this like fear and this guilt around, oh, well, it's my mom, I really have to take, no, you don't. Unless it is like filling you up and nourishing you, you do not have to do it. Give yourself permission to say no. And give yourself permission to say yes to the times that you are like, oh, I want more of that. Don't make excuses or don't try to put it off. Like I am like literally going to the gym almost every single day. And I started saying to myself, I don't know, like that, I need that time for my business or my clients or my kids. No, I'm like excited about it. My heart is like palpitating a little bit because I'm excited to go take care of me. Pay attention to those things, okay? So that's number one. Number two is, and this is particularly for your business, I want you to pay attention to what activities are on your to-do list that you want to do first. What ones are there and you're like excited to go, you're excited to go, you're excited to go, and yet you might be stopping yourself and saying, but I really need to get these done because I've been procrastinating these, so these are most important. Or I really need to do this. Whenever there's something that's calling to you and you're shutting it down, that is a really good indicator that there is a mismatch of energy there. That is a really good indicator that it's time to like focus on what you do love, what you do want to do, what you do want to spend time on, because most likely you're going to fly through it. You're going to feel super good. And then you're going to have more energy because remember, good energy creates more energy. You're going to have more energy to go focus on some of those tasks, those projects, whatever it is that you've been delaying, that you've been procrastinating, you've been pushing off. Here's the thing I also want you to be mindful about procrastination. I very much feel that we procrastinate when something is not in alignment for us. So I'm going to say that again because a lot of times people, coaches, the industry will talk to you about when you're procrastinating, like you really need to be in there, you know, doing it, and not necessarily. What if the universe is having you procrastinate for a good reason? And what if it's because it's not in alignment? And whether it's not in alignment period, or it's not in alignment for that certain time period, but stop freaking beating yourself up so much about procrastinating. I really feel like it's your soul's way of saying, not now, it's not in alignment. So really pay attention to procrastination. Document it, track it. Is it the same thing? It might be a really good indicator it's time to delegate that specific task or something. Maybe you need to increase your team. Maybe it's a service you no longer want to offer. I know that was one thing for me this year. Last year I did a lot of branding projects with my clients. I did a lot of websites and logos, and I don't want to do that anymore. Going into 2018, I know like my focus is much more on the creative sales process, the creative business building, coming up with those amazing ideas, but I don't want to actually help them bring the brand to life this year. And I figured that out because I wasn't looking forward to that as much as I was to the actual like sales process and how to sell and how to energetically like share your message and turn your message into a movement. So pay attention to those things. Number three, when you are feeling tired, sluggish, depleted, exhausted, you feel like you just don't have it. You don't have it. You don't have that energy. Here's what I want you to pay attention to. And it's number one, I want you to do a self-evaluation, okay? So number one, I want you to tap into mind. Okay, where is my mindset at? Mindset is not a buzzword. Mindset has been around for obviously forever. It's that thought process. It's what you are thinking. It's what the subconscious has playing in there. It's what you're consciously thinking. Really tap in and think about, all right, I've been really wiped out lately. My energy is not here. Where have my thoughts been? Where has my mind been wandering? What have I really been thinking about? What have I been fearing about? What have I been worrying about? Okay? So that's that is a really great place to start with. So number one is when you're feeling that energy and exhaustion, tap into the mind and say, what have I been thinking? Number two, I want you to focus on your body. What have you been feeling, like physically feeling? What is it? Is it that maybe you're not getting enough rest? You're not getting enough movement? You're not getting enough good nourishing food? Is it maybe you need some vitamins? Is it maybe you need some sunlight? I'm in Minnesota. It's freaking cold here. We have no sun. Like, I need some vitamin D supplements. I know that. So self-evaluating and really paying attention to these core areas is going to help. It's going to help you a lot. So number one was mind. Number two is body. Number three, look at your business. If you're an entrepreneur, look at your business model. Look at it. What is it in that business model that does not serve you, that is not stirring up happiness in you, is not exciting you? Mind, body, business. And then number four is spirit. Like, how are you feeling? Like, how are you feeling spiritually? Are you meditating? Are you feeling connected? Are you feeling disconnected? Do you feel aligned to your goals? Do you feel like you can really feel into like your purpose and why you're here? Tap into that. Like, that information, when you start self-evaluating, is all there for you. You've got to trust what comes to you. And then the fifth one is this something bigger than me? Because sometimes I feel like there are things going on in the energetic field of our planet, of our solar system, of our universe, that as empaths and intuitives, we are affected by. I truly, truly believe that. Whether it is, I don't know, like Mercury retrograde, that's probably a poor example, but Mercury retrograde, I'll use that one. Some people are highly affected by that. When there's like a full moon, when there's solar flares, anything along those lines, it's bigger. It's something not necessarily, like, it's pretty much out of your control, right? But that doesn't mean that you have to be a victim to it. So ask, is this something bigger than me? Is this something bigger than what I have going on inside of me, or what I'm thinking, or what I'm feeling, or how much I'm sleeping, or how much water I'm drinking? Is there something bigger going on here, universe, that I need to know about? So those are the 5 things when you're going to do a self-evaluation to ask. And you might have something else that you can add in there too. Those are the 5 that I like to kind of go through. It's kind of like my self-eval checklist. How can I like bring myself big vibed again? All right, so number 4, when it comes to energetic boundaries, when it comes to managing your time, I want you to have a system for yourself in place before you say yes, okay? Before you say, yes, I will do this. Yes, I will take you on as a client. Yes, I will meet you for this event. Yes, I will do this coffee chat with you. Before you say yes, particularly to anything bigger in business, I want you to have a system in place that you kind of go down almost like that self-eval checklist and say, okay, it meets all of this criteria, I'm a go. So for me, this is my core 4 that I am working with this year. Before I'm gonna say yes to anything, to a new client, to being a guest speaker, to doing a program, to launching a product into the world, to even like some of the ideas that the universe gives me, I'm gonna ask these 4 questions of myself. This is my 4 core strategy for saying yes. Number 1, does this allow me to use my gifts? Do I get to showcase to the world my gifts? If I do, okay, yes, I'm in. Number 2, am I going to be able to stay grounded in this activity as well? Or am I gonna get spiraling and out there and just kind of lost and not aligned with it? So can I stay grounded with this project, with this program, with this idea, with whatever it is, with this client? Am I going to be able to stay in my gifts? Am I going to be able to stay grounded? The third one is, am I feeling guided? And so whether you want to call that intuition or your soul speaking to you, but like, am I feeling that like guided, like something is pulling me, something is leading me? Did synchronicities line up for it to happen? Am I really feeling guided to say yes to this? And then my fourth one is gratitude. Am I like lit up with excitement and like gratitude that like this opportunity has come on my path or this idea is here? Gratitude just doesn't mean like thank you. It means like, oh my gosh, I'm excited about this. Like I feel so grateful and thankful that like this is in my life. This is going to be my experience. So I want to have that core 4 strategies. So I really encourage you to find what your 4 are, or use mine or whatever, but like have something before you say yes that you can like really make sure it's aligned with your overall mission, vision, and values. All right? All right, so number 5 on overall energetic boundaries and time management. I know some of these have like sub numbers. So number 5 is I want you to think about, the universe kept giving me the words just right. Like, and I was like, what? Just right. But I want you to switch that into what feel like it was kind of like this play on what does a just light life and business feel like? I'm going to say that again. What does a just light life and business feel like for you? And one of the best things that you can do to really get clarity for yourself is get a good cup of coffee, sit down with a calendar, a notebook, and just start writing out, like, what does an ideal day for you look like? How would you be spending your time? Who would be in your day with you? What are some of the activities you would do? And this isn't like, oh, I would spend the day on the beach in Hawaii. I mean, this is like, you know, if that's really all you really, really want to do is just lay on a beach in Hawaii, write it out. The universe will help you make it happen in one way or the other. But most of the people that I know don't just want to lay on a beach in Hawaii. They don't. They would lay on a beach in Hawaii for maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month, before they would start to feel this like, I want to contribute. I want a community. I want to create. Most of the people that are in this group that I run with don't just want to lay on a beach in Hawaii. They want to run a retreat in Hawaii with high-level thought leaders, influencers, impact makers, change makers. Those tend to be the people that I attract and that I surround myself with. And so if you're on here with me, I'm assuming you're the same way too. So I'm not talking just writing you want to like lay on a beach in Hawaii. I'm talking that you want to be making an impact. What are the ways that you can do that and still feel grace and ease and flow? What are the ways that you can still feel like good vibes, and what does that daily calendar look like for you? When it comes to, you know, then maybe expand it out a little bit. What does an ideal week look like for you? What does an ideal month look like for you? Are you taking a full week off a month? Do you not want to work on Fridays? Like whatever it is, you have the ability, if you can desire it, you can create it. But it starts with you getting clarity for yourself around what that calendar actually looks like, okay? Any questions on any of this, you guys? For sure, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling. I'm seeing your hearts and seeing your little comments and seeing it, so I know you're like, feeling it with me. But along the way, pop your questions in. If you're stuck in some of this stuff, you're not sure how to implement some of this stuff, now is the time. You have me here to give you some creative coaching, some channeling, some messages here. Use this time with me. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to stir your soul up. So pop them in the chat box, sister. I'm here for you. All right, now we're moving on past like what does a just light life feel like, to have a process here, have a process in place for people, food, and movement. Because those are the most common things that tend to either fill you up or drain you down. So I'm gonna say that again, people, food, and movement. Now these last two, I didn't realize how strongly they were affecting me in my life and in my business. I did not realize until my coach pointed out to me that I am very sensitive to the food that I am putting in my body. And that food has a vibration all of its own. Food that I eat has an energy. And I was just telling one of my clients this, that Doritos don't have high energy quality. The junk food that I was eating did not have good vibes. It didn't. And I never thought of it in terms of that. I think of everything else in terms of energy. Why wasn't I thinking of it like that way for my food, right? So, so pay attention and have a process for people. So when I mean have a process for people, I mean like, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but like, look at like your people that you spend your time the most with. Do you know that in theory, your income is equivalent to the combination of the 5 people that you spend the most time with? 5 people. So when I think about the people that I spend my time with, those 5 people, if I add up all of their incomes and average it out, that's probably pretty close to what my income is. So think about that. Like, think about the people you are allowing in your inner circle. Think about the people that you are sharing your dreams with, your desires with. Think about the people that you are giving your time and energy to. Man, we can beat ourselves up and like do things out of guilt when really the best thing that we can do is keep our time and our energy to ourselves or to the people who are really like gonna fill us back up. I know my circle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I'm okay with that. You have to be okay with having a more intimate and deep, in depth. You have to have more depth to your circle than, like I want more depth for you than circumference. When you talk about a circle, like I would rather have you have a more intimate, compact circle that is really nourishing you and filling you and lifting you and lighting you than one that is that you're just like going around the circle giving a little bit to everybody and not really getting back from everybody. So think about that inner circle, compact, tight, small, quality, not quantity, absolutely. And then we talked about food and the movement. Again, energy, like it is absolutely blowing my mind how after just working out for 8-9 days, how much more energy I have. In fact, it's so ridiculous how much energy I have that I cannot sleep at night. I really cannot. I've not been able to sleep since I started working out because I'm so fired up all the freaking time. It's amazing. All right, let me take a pause here before I go into number 7 and number 8. Kim says alignment is key and it's all energy. Loving the choices that feel so perfectly aligned right now. Agree. Can you recap your 4 questions to ask before you say yes to something? Absolutely, Stephanie. So that was point number 4 I made. So before I say yes to something, I have these 4 questions that I kind of ask myself. And you can either go with this or you can find something similar. I call it my core 4. That's what I'm calling it, my core 4. And it's, am I going to be able to use my gifts? Am I going to be able to really be in my purpose and using my soul gifts? Am I being guided to be in this? Am I feeling this like intuitive pull? Is the universe like nudging me? Am I really feeling guided to it? Am I really ignited and guided to it? Number 3, am I going to be able to stay grounded? Am I going to be able to meet the commitment of it? Am I going to be able to really stay in my zone? Am I going to be able to stay aligned? Am I going to really be able to stay in my power and not get lost and pulled in a bunch of different directions? So am I going to be able to stay grounded? And then number 4 is the gratitude. Am I like feeling lit up by it? Am I like overwhelmed with gratitude that this opportunity came to me? Am I feeling grateful? Am I just like, so excited, I can't wait to get started on it? Those are all indicators of if I'm going to say yes. I think where things can get messy for people, and if you guys know this about me, you know that like Abraham Hicks is like my guide. It's all like, I love Esther. Like, like it's like my go-to like soul food, right? What I do not agree with is, and I used to say it a lot actually, which is kind of funny, but I feel like it's sometimes hard to differentiate between if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And I really kind of struggled with that, is because some things would feel like a heck yes. It was much more in that direction than it was in saying no to it. So this kind of swapped out my is this a hell yes for me by having my core 4 in place. And it feels so good. It feels so aligned for me. So I encourage you to kind of let go of that hell yes and shift into having a system for you, which ultimately does lead me to this is a hell yes. But anyways, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about in reference to that. So, okay, hi Abigail, Lisa K. I just got laid off last week, which I'm happy about, and I've been so sales driven for 18 years. I just feel like I need to regroup and re-enter myself. Recenter yourself, girl. Yep. It's only been a week, but should I be hurrying to find a new job or relax and let myself? Why are you? You should never be hurrying to do anything. That's when unaligned decisions happen. Is when you're rushing and hurrying and in a frenzy. So I think that you should take this time this week, go to the gym more. I think you should take at least a week to go to Edelweiss here in town and get your journal and a good cup of coffee and go sit there and write. I think that you should do some meditations. I think you should get really clear on what it is you actually desire in life and in business. Let's see, I had a brainwave to stop doing public demonstrations as everyone else does, so I'm being drawn to do mini readings at venues instead. How does that feel to you? Well, so just because everybody else is doing something doesn't mean you shouldn't do it too. Don't ever make decisions based off of what everyone else is doing. Make decisions based off of what ignites you and turns you on and lights you up. Having that system in place for you, Jojo, I feel like is really important. Before I say yes to this, it has to meet this criteria. I can appreciate where some people get frustrated because they see everybody else is doing that, I'm not going to do it because everybody else is, but I'm telling you, who cares? If everybody else is doing it, maybe there's a reason for it. One of the best things that is a great example of that is webinars, okay? People have been doing webinars forever in online marketing, and they're still doing them, and everybody's doing them. But do you know why they're doing them? Because they work. It's an effective model. So don't worry so much about differentiating yourself from the activity, because that's not what is going to draw people. It's you. It's your energy. It's your belief in yourself. It's your confidence in yourself. That is what is going to make you different from everybody else. So you and me could both do a webinar, and we could do it on the exact same title, and they're going to have 2 totally different experiences. We're going to have 2 totally different energies, even if we're both talking about the same topic. So make your decisions less about what everybody else is doing, and just if you can do it really freaking well. That's what's important. Okay, Shelly says, do you think online people count for that circle? Because locally I don't have people with big incomes. Shelly, what a freaking fantastic question. Absolutely. Most of my circle is online. It doesn't make a difference. Now, I am very fortunate. I have a few people locally, like my best friend that has been my best friend forever, is one of the most remarkable human beings I've ever met. She is absolutely phenomenal. She was in a motorcycle accident about, oh my gosh, and I was it's been almost 20 years ago. She lost her leg in that motorcycle accident and completely changed her life, turned her life around, and is one of the best people. She's just one of the best people that I know on this planet. So I'm very lucky. I don't give a shit how much, she actually has a family-owned business, but she stays home with her kids most of the time. So I don't give a shit how much, we don't ever talk business. You know what I mean? I guess sometimes we do. But she's like that soul sister. You know what I mean? You need that, absolutely. You still need some in-person connection. You know, and you know, I have a couple girlfriends like that I'm very close to, so I do feel that. But it's not like this like I'm crazy, run into like parties every weekend because I have so many invites. No, like my in-person is very limited. It's very elite. It's very small, and it's very sacred to me, like who I give my time and who I give my energy to. So great question. Eva says, can't sleep from being so fired up. Yep, I know. Now I've just got to start like doing something at night when I'm in bed. Like I need to either write or do something. It's hard because my husband wants the lights off, which is lame. All right, let's see here. I think so. I'm caught up on, okay, so now I'm moving on to my last two here. For energetic boundaries and time management. So number 7 was schedule it in. What you put on your calendar, you are more likely to stay committed to. That is a fact. When it comes to, let's see here, how to schedule it in, the technical, the how, that is going to be paper or electronic, right? You probably have a paper calendar and electronic calendar. Put it in there. Put it in one or the other. Some of the things that you can schedule in that most likely are just like, oh, if I get around to it, I'll do it. Start scheduling these things in. Number 1 is some type of energy clearing that you can do on yourself. So tapping, forgiveness work, anything along those lines, guided meditations to maybe clear energy, those kinds of things can really physically help you. Any type of, number 2, any type of meditation that you can do, whether it's a guided meditation, it's just, it's a automatic writing meditation, do some type of meditation, calm shit down and listen to yourself. Don't give me the bullshit of like, I can't meditate. I'm so tired of people telling me that they cannot meditate, that they have ADHD, that they cannot do it. Yes, you can. Like anything else, it is going to take a little bit of practice. You're not going to nail it like the first time out the gate. My first time I meditated, like I think it lasted probably like 5 minutes, maybe that. You don't have to meditate for 30 minutes, but you do have to give that ongoing focus, that ongoing attention to the practice of meditation and what it means to you. It is a ritual. It is a routine. It is a way for you to get connected. It is a way for you to get clarity. And if that is important to you, you will find a way to meditate. Everybody has that God-given freaking right to meditate. Everybody has the ability to meditate. It might take a little bit of practice. It might push you. You might have to try some different ways of meditating. But that is a bullshit excuse if you say you cannot meditate. That means you're lazy and you're not actually giving attention to the universe, to your soul, to your higher self, whatever you want to call it. All right, next up, let's see. Let me finish here and I'll come over to questions and stuff again. The other thing, things to schedule in. Journaling. Journaling is one of the most effective ways to get clarity for yourself. And then reading. The other thing that journaling always does is it reminds me of, oh yeah, this is what I want. Oh yeah, this is my desire. Oh yeah, I'm heading towards this. I want this. I'm moving with that. I want that. So make sure that you are putting time to journal in your calendar. These have to be non-negotiables, you guys. They have to be non-negotiables. And even though it seems like, okay, so we have tapping, meditation, journaling. Number 4 is space clearing. Okay, and so whether that's decluttering your space, cleaning your space, diffusing oils is a freaking fantastic way to like clear your space. Or you can even do like, I've bought like energetic clearing sprays, things like that. Open up windows, sage, all of those things are powerful ways to clear energy. And then the 5th one for me, and this is even new for me, is movement, like moving my body, getting up, physically moving myself. I'm on this like big thing where like every 2 hours I want to drink one of these. So I'm like constantly up and down my stairs right now because I'm drinking so much water, going to the bathroom, like those kinds of things. So constantly moving your body. Look how many steps are I having today. 4,000 steps in today already. So my stepper is like really helping too. So those 5 things, right? How much time on average do you think those 5 things would actually cost you a day to do? How much? I know for me, I could do tapping in about 10 minutes. I can do a meditation in about 10 minutes. I can do journaling in about 10 minutes. I get space clear in about 2.5 seconds. And movement could be anywhere between 20 minutes to 60 minutes. So at the maximum, I'm maybe spending 90 minutes throughout my entire day doing those things. And that's if I did them every day. You don't have to do all of those things every single day. So maybe you pick 3 things that you can do on a daily basis. That's 30 freaking minutes. You can do something for 30 minutes a day for yourself to manage your time and your energy more effectively. All right, number 8. Number 8 is accountability. You have to have somebody in your corner that is going to hold you accountable. That's why the coaching industry is the most powerful industry that there is, because people are holding you accountable. Coaches hold you accountable. Trainers, personal trainers hold you accountable. Friends, maybe, but they're not going to push you. They're not going to drive you. They're not going to motivate you the way that somebody that you're investing your time and your money with is going to motivate you to make a difference, to make a change. Accountability is going to pull all of this together for you, hands down. So if you, just out of curiosity, how many of you watching have ever had a coach and have seen, put them in the comments here, have had the experience of working with either a business coach, a personal trainer, a life coach? How many of you have seen like what it can do for you, for your time management, your energy management, your mindset, your vibe set, all of those things? Like, how amazing if you gotta have the right coach for sure. So whether it's a coach, a personal trainer, a consultant, like whatever it is, like I know the times that I've invested in myself and I've worked with a health coach, I've done the best. As soon as I let go of that health coach relationship, I tend to slip back. I know the times that I've worked with a business coach, I have my best months ever. I know that the times that I've worked with a life coach, I have my biggest breakthroughs. So there's absolutely, yes, it's absolutely life-changing. It's absolutely business-changing. So yeah, a great manager, absolutely. A manager that, a mentor, like somebody that's actually like gonna push you, motivate you, drive you for sure. So, and of course, like that's what I do. So if you have not ever worked with a coach, reach out to me. I would be more than happy to hop on a call with you and give you some pointers of what to look for in a coach, what to look for in a business coach, what to look for in a life coach. Like, more than happy. I know if it's not me, if I'm not a right fit, I know so many people in this industry that absolutely I could refer you to. So I have lots of cool and creative ways that I work with my clients, that I do creative financing for. So don't feel like reach out to me. Like, that's what I'm here for. This is what I live for. I love life and business coaching. So absolutely, let me know. Send me a private message if you would like more information. In fact, I have some kind of new stuff that's not even like on my site or out there at all. So send me a private message. I'll let you know, sister. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna just kind of randomly look at who's commenting here, because if you're commenting, you're gonna get a card maybe. Lisa K, let's pull a card for you. Let's see what the universe wants to say to you today. So the card that I pulled for you, which is interesting because I think I just told you that you needed to go and do some meditation or something. This is all about the crown chakra. This is the crown chakra card. You are becoming a clear channel of light. Allow the messages and images that you receive to guide the way for you and others. Expand your awareness of the spiritual realm through this connection point. So yes, so that's telling me that you really need to meditate to allow some of these messages from the universe about your next move. Meditate to get connected to your next move, okay? Who's up next? Who am I feeling drawn for? If I see comments from you, you're more likely to get a card pull if there's comments, if you're engaging, if you're chatting. Yeah, let's see. Hi, Michelle. Well, since you called me beautiful, I guess I better pull a card. Tammy Anderson, are you seeing I'm using our beautiful cards? Tammy is the designer of these. We are getting ready to sell these like crazy off the shelf. I can't wait. Who am I pulling a card for again? Michelle. Michelle Licata, because she called me beautiful. Hi. Michelle Licata, the Find Faith card. Trust in the universe and your guides. You are always fully supported. Know that the events surrounding you right now are happening for a reason and are for your highest good. So I'm not sure where things are at with you, Michelle, but it feels like things are feeling stuck and frustrating, and you're just needing a glimmer of hope and some light, and you have to allow it in. The universe is always there. And what you also have, oh my God, I love this. What you also have to remember is that the universe wouldn't put it on your path unless it didn't have a purpose. Like, is that somewhere? Like, tell me, like, that just came through me and that's like a quote, like, specifically from me. What did I say again? Bring it back, bring it back. The universe would not put it on your path if it didn't have a purpose. Like that gives me truth bumps. That's really awesome. So I hope, Michelle, that resonates for you. Okay, let's see. I've been having a hard time. Hi, I'm back off a client card. Okay, let's see. Let's see, who am I drawn to? Well, Eva, of course I will. Eva, I think you should book a call with me. And just saying, I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I know I could get that girl in serious money making mode, in serious butt kicking mode. I think you should work with me, Eva. Do you guys think Eva should work with me? Let's see what the cards say, Eva, to that. Reflect. I don't know that I agree with this card for you right now, but I'm going to go with it. Sometimes looking back is the best way to see how far forward you have come. Take a moment to celebrate all of the steps you have taken to get where you are. You are exactly where you should be. Okay, so maybe I do agree with that card for you. That's your card, Eva. Who's here? Who else is here? Let's see. See, you were thinking about me too. That's a sign. That's a sign. That's an alignment. Mindy Musselman, I'm going to pull a card for you. I wish I could have connected with you more in the clairvoyant classroom too, Mindy, just so you know. Mindy, find your magic. There is a restlessness, a craving, and a calling to connect with magic. Your spirit needs a spark. Find a ritual that connects you with creativity, color, and curiosity. Let your woo-woo come to life. Woo-woo, girl. That is telling me that there is all of that, like spiritual curiosity around being intuitive and psychic and how to pull it all together in the spiritual realm, and pendulums and crystals and rocks, and what do I do with all of this? Does that sound right for you, Mindy? Just out of curiosity. All right, let's see. Elizabeth Summers, your cards are the best. I love my set. Thank you. Good morning, Shannon. Hello, hello. Yes, oh my gosh. All right, so Sherry Teigman, let's pull a card for you. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel a little bit of sadness. Why are you doing this to yourself? You're too good to sit there on your couch. Why is your anxiety high? Rocks and crystals. Rocks and crystals. You are in need of some high vibrational pieces to get your energy high. Find some rocks or crystals that you are drawn to and place them on your body or throughout your home and office to help support your spiritual growth. So you must need some energy cleared, girl. So do you have anything? Like, I know you got a diffuser, so can you diffuse some oils today? Maybe take a Epsom salt bath. I'm kind of feeling drawn to that for you. This is about detoxing. Spiritual detoxing is needed. So hopefully that feels right for you. Yeah, take them out of the box and put them in places. Like, I don't like to have them like all over, but what I do is I like stuff them inside plants. So you can put like your crystals inside plants. I put one like in even like the bottom of like, you can't see it obviously because it's like full of pens, but like I have a crystal at the bottom of here. Like, I'm not super, you guys know this about me, like I'm not super woo-woo, but they definitely have a beautiful vibration. So, all right, see who else is here. Heather. Hi, Heather. I've been thinking of you too. I'm so excited for you and your book. And congratulations that you can write a freaking book. I worked with the same publisher that Heather is working with. I'm writing a book, and I can't actually write a book. So I can't even say I'm writing a book because I cannot find the energy, the time to write the book. Like, I don't even want to put it on my calendar. And this is what I'm talking about, those energetic boundaries. Like, it's not that I'm procrastinating it. That is very much the universe telling me this book is not in alignment right now. It is not. It is not in alignment. If I don't want to give my energy to it, if I don't want to write it, gotta pay attention to that. Okay. Here we go. Who am I pulling a card for? I keep getting distracted. Heather. Okay. Heather. Oh, this is so good for you, Heather. The heart chakra. There is a healing needed for your heart. Take time to reflect on what needs to be forgiven and released to the universe. Imagine your heart being filled with unconditional love and pink radiating light. Now, the heart chakra color is technically green, the chakra, but who cares? Go with pink. Let's see, who else is here? Sarah. Hi, Sarah. You're another one that I know that you had some great breakthroughs with that last coach that you were just working with. Now it feels like some business strategy. You need some business coaching. You need some business strategy, girl. PM me. You guys, don't hesitate. Like, I come up with creative stuff all the time for my clients and put together little pods of like 4 people, mini masterminds. I do creative stuff all the time. So don't feel like I'm not in your budget. Don't feel like you don't have the cash flow. Like, there's a way that we can work together. I'll make it happen for you, sister, I promise. Sarah. Okay. Whoops. Sorry, we can't do that one. It was the instruction. It was the instruction card. Okay, let's see. Read. Sarah, you got the read card. Find a book that calls to you and get cozy. There is wisdom in the words that you are needing to read. You can also find articles or blog posts that are inspiring and motivating. Now, here's something else, you guys. Okay? Here's something else I want to show you that can be really easy and really powerful. I'm done doing cards. Just so you guys know, I'm done doing cards. But I'm just going to show you how you can go give yourself a mini reading. So this was actually my journal from last year, from 2017. I'm still going through, like, pulling notes. And one thing that I will do is I will just kind of say, all right, give me the universe, like, I need a message. Give me some guidance, something that I need to know about for the rest of my day. And I will just kind of allow this to go until, okay, so I literally just like feel like I need to stop wherever I'm at. And this tells me like something I need to be mindful of. So it says, this is really interesting. It says, what is the best way for me? This is a question that I asked the universe on or around, gosh, I don't know, I didn't put a date in some of this stuff. Oh, okay, so this was around November-ish, beginning of November. And I put, what is the best way for me to create a 20K income month? So yeah, so my goal was 20,000 and it said to write out what, so this was the guidance I got from the universe. So if you want to have a 20K month, I don't remember how much I did. I don't think I did 20K in November, but I had a great month in November. So write out what you have love for, tune back into feeling good and thinking good, tidy up loose ends on your to-do list, give space daily for gratitude. Pretty simple to-do list to have a 20K month. Coincidentally, that's my goal for this month too. So that's how easy it is for you. That is how easy it is for you to just, you can pull any book. Like I like to pull my own writings, my own channelings from, I have like, look at, I mean, this is right here on my desk. This is my 2017 journal. This is my 2016 journal. Like I feel like all I need is already in here. Like still, I'm still learning from stuff from 2015 and 2016 and 2017. So go back through your old journals, ask for a page you need, a book you're reading, pull a random book off of the bookshelf. You can give yourself a little mini message too. So, all right. So again, like don't hesitate, reach out, send me a private message. I would love the opportunity to work with you. I have some sacred space for some new clients or here's the other thing. Sometimes people are just not in a position to do one-on-one coaching. And what I'll do is put together like a pod of like 4 people around certain topics, certain, certain life and business coaching. So then there's like 4, it's intimate, it's a mastermind. So if that's something that you would be interested in getting on a waiting list for, when I have 4, I'll put them all together. Smaller investment, but it's just group calls. It's not intimate. It's not a lot of intimate one-on-one. But so anyways, I would love that opportunity when you are ready. If it's in 2018, you're looking for that life and business coach and strategist, keep me in mind. Like this is my jam, you guys. I love this. I love tapping in. I love using my gifts. And I love using my business background and really giving entrepreneurs their soul fire prints. So looking forward to more Facebook Lives and be the good, be the light. And this replay will be up for a while. So thanks so much and see you guys soon. Love you all.